harming them. Normally, you wouldn't be able to cause them stress, but I was able to. And my secret objective was to cause a character to cause the characters to lose their shit. So
I am sure you succeeded.
I didn't quite get one to fully break. I think the GM was a little distracted, and it was their first time in this new scenario that they wrote. So one of the things that I had as an item was I forget the name, Gaia's something cigarettes, and they were menthol clove cigarettes. Atrociously obnoxious cigarettes. So
menthol cloves. Oh my god.
Yeah, that would trigger anybody.
So, obviously a scent don't need to smoke, but and one of the characters started kind of catching on. It's like, well, look, I smoke to try to fit in with the organics around me. It makes them feel more comfortable that I'm one of them. But just happens to be the cigarettes are really nasty and can cause them stress.
Coincidence? I think not.
Amazing. I love that.
Oh, it was great. But yeah, one of them started catching. Oh, and the other item was, or one of the major addendums was, obviously I can't put myself in harm's way or anything.
Right.
Unless certain things countered that.
Yeah.
Or, I couldn't defend somebody to save somebody. Unless rank came involved. So yeah, there was a bunch of weird ones, and then I also couldn't. I could defend myself or kill somebody to defend being, basically restarted.
Oh yeah.
Basically, have a memory wipe. Then I could kill somebody.
Self-defense.
But normally they couldn't do that. So, yeah, by the law. So it was fun. All right, what do we got going on here?
Okay, so Rincon, if you can make it next time, have a great time. Show up to Rincon.
Yeah.
Wait, Rincon already happened?
Yeah, it was last week.
Oh my god. Yeah, I can't keep track of anything. Okay, well, wait, but I thought there was a fundraiser for it at Mod Pizza on Sunday.
That's the Sunday is the Tuscan fundraiser at Mod Pizza.
Tuscan.
Guns do you all have?
A lot.
Okay.
Conventions, and they all happen right now when the weather gets good.
Okay, that's good to know. Good to know.
So the first RPG of the 13 RPGs of Halloween, and we have Strangelight Workshop. So the idea behind this setting is it's in the Iron Kingdoms universe, which some of you, 2 players are in my Iron Kingdoms game, so they totally know the steampunk joy that is Iron Kingdoms. Which is a very steampunk version of D&D where the supernatural is creepy, lots of necromancy stuff, ghosts, little evil fae called Grey Malkin. And the Strangelight Workshop is basically Ghostbusters set in this Victorian steampunk magic amalgamation world where there's elves, dwarves, humans, and humans have made the ability to have steam-powered robots that do their bidding. So the Strangelight Workshop is basically Ghostbusters in this setting. So the pre-gens are pretty cool characters. One thing you'll notice is there's in the Players tab, there's a player character user guide for the characters. You may want to definitely open that up because that's going to have all of your abilities. If you open it and click on the little magnifying glass, it should open up nice and legible. Should. If not, I totally in the in the Discord, put the link to that guide as well as the players, what's the equivalent of the player's handbook. So the basic character classes is the lorehound, which basically you know stuff. In this case, our lorehound is Baxter Roan in the pre-gens. He's a rare bookseller who also is good at being an investigator. Then we've got the muscle, Sydney Wright. She's basically the bouncer class, which is not the supernatural, but deals with any of the physical problems of the mundane world and literally bounces them. You know, it's all about the combat. And for first level
With an
characters,
affinity for demons.
Yep. Well, I don't know if you want to call it affinity for demons.
Well, for fighting them.
Yep.
Yes.
And for first level characters, there's extra abilities that these characters have. That's why there's the user guide, as well as the cool equipment that you guys use. Like Sydney has the charge baton, which is basically a billy club that you go click click and it electrifies. And it's really handy for using on things that aren't physical because it still hurts them. Then we've got the old wrench, who is Emmett Cohen. He's the mechanic, and that's with an NIK, which tells you it's a magic mechanic. His job is to keep all of your cool Ghostbuster equipment working, because you all have some cool equipment that you don't want malfunctioning. It doesn't malfunction often, but it can malfunction, and if it does, it's usually not good for you guys. One thing you have equipment-wise is the Strangelight goggles, which is named after the Strangelight Workshop, is a special spectral goggles, just like you see the Ghostbusters wear, or some of those, ghost hunters in the real world wear to help see specters and ghosts. And our mechanic has both the Strangelight goggles and also the Strangelight projector, which is basically a big old lamp that puts this purplish pink light that basically makes it so normal folks can see specters. Unfortunately, wearing that gear for extended amounts of time can eventually make you go blind, so you don't want to be wearing your equipment all the time. And then if you're wanting something a little spooky, we've got the medium, which is Evangeline D. Metis. She basically has low-grade psychic powers. She can attune with different forces of the supernatural and get some bonuses against them. And pretty much she cannot be surprised. She sees almost everything coming. And totally has a sensor deprivation helmet that she can put on that lets her interact with supernatural creatures at a big boost, but blots out everything but the supernatural that she's focused on. And then we've got the scariest of them all, the Ghost Puncher. Dalton Thatcher is the team's jammer, who basically wears a power suit that keeps him from being possessed by spirits. They actually physically cannot get into his body and touch him. So the jammer, much like your roller derby types, is the one that beats the crap out of supernatural stuff. And he's basically a big, tough guy who's meant to get in the way, and can also help teammates out in a pinch if they're being attacked by ghosts. He can choose to take it, and he's the only one that wears the hostile encounter suit, which is a suit made for the jammer class that lets them deal with a bunch of different supernatural baddies by wearing this cool power armor suit.
Can I ask a question quick?
Sure.
So the player characters that were going through like this Dalton Thatcher, are they aligned with the player characters below, like the dwarf cleric, elf wizard? Do they all correspond to a different one?
If you look in the player character folder, you'll see all 5 of the characters are in there at the very top. There should be a folder
okay.
called Player Characters. If you open it, it'll have the guide and each of the characters in it.
Okay, I was looking at the folder below it. Got it. Got it. Thank you.
That was for another game,
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
got you.
or it's for another game coming up.
the generic 5th edition one.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
And each of these characters, I've got their character sheets pretty much filled out, but their abilities that are over on the bottom left-hand side, I don't have them listed. I have them listed, but if you click them, they don't open up because they're on that the player character user guide. And if your character has a pistol, because Iron Kingdoms is big about having pistols, all of these pistols are basically flintlock style pistols. They only have a single shot. And it requires either an action or a bonus action to reload that pistol. So it's one of those
Wait
that
a
when you
minute.
take your shot. What's that?
There's a couple of them I think had magazines.
Yeah, the
It's a magazine of one.
Sydney. Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's got
It
a
is a
magazine,
magazine of one.
which means when you take that one shot, you gotta reload. I think it was funny that they put magazine 1 just to list it. And all of the macros should be working in your characters. Is there anyone that...
Ignore that. I just clicked on something on accident. But
It's okay. You can totally click
Okay.
away. We are meeting these characters for the first time, so it's okay to click and play. And if you click on the tokens, you'll notice the red circle is your hit points, the blue circle is your AC.
Just the blast of his body on it. You will.
As there's a disembodied ghost voice in the background.
Is this gonna be
my
no? It's gonna be
my boyfriend is behind me playing. This is why I was trying to. I couldn't get my headset working. That's why I was struggling. Like,
Oh.
here, let me mute myself. Sorry.
So does anybody feel drawn to any particular people?
I'm game. Pick something.
I kind of want to
Pick
be the
enough.
old wrench.
The old wrench.
Mhm.
Cool.
I don't know how useful that will be as far as team strategy goes, though.
I mean, he is the only one that technically has the Ghostlight projector, which is the cool purple lamp. And he's got the ability to fix everything.
Yeah, but I think that needed like long rests for that stuff, right, or something.
You can tweak people's weapons and stuff.
Yeah.
Once.
Of course, you also have Sydney Wright, not a projector per se, but she has her Gravelight ammunition that, when fired, kind of acts like the light.
I mean, having a bullet that shoots supernatural bullets is a bonus.
Yeah, upon the attack, the bullet emits a cloud of smoke that reveals invisible entities. If it was strange light, or as if it was strange light in a 10-foot radius, a moderate wind, at least 10 miles per hour, disperses the field in 4 rounds. A strong wind, 20 or more miles per hour, disperses it in 1 round. So
Ellis could use that.
Are you gonna be Sydney then?
No, I'm just pointing it out. You know, if you didn't choose that, there is other potential options. So,
Right.
And if it makes you feel
What do you think?
better, any combination of these guys can solve the first case.
Here, Buzz, Nick, 14.
Alright. So what are you thinking, Chris?
You know, I'm somewhat torn between the Lorehound, the Ghost Puncher, the Medium, and the Muscle. I have narrowed my decision down because I no longer want the old wrench.
Fair.
You've
Okay.
I'm,
you've limited down to
I'm so
everyone
glad.
but the wrench.
Yes.
To choose from.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
you should see me at restaurants.
I mean, they are all interesting, fun characters, so that's all I'm going to throw
They
out there.
all are. I actually no, I don't know. Do you have anything, David?
No, I'm pretty open. Like I said, I will narrow down once you two select.
Oh my god. Oh my god, we're all too indecisive.
Then
me-
I will be the Ghost Puncher.
Ghost Puncher.
Yeah.
The
All
jammer.
right.
Okay.
Dalton. No, the Ghost Puncher.
Yeah. Dalton
He's
Thatcher.
All right.
got
So
big
wrench.
charged gauntlets so he can walk around and punch ghosts in the face.
Exactly. Haha.
Yeah.
You've only been a jammer for a few months, and despite your unusual past, you still relish and dread every encounter with otherworldly things.
This is the most exciting job I've had, and that's I'm a adrenaline junkie, so yeah, this is awesome and scary as hell.
All right. I think he just has that house section. Can analyze the creatures. Kind
And
of
if you
bouncing between. Actually, the Lorehound has a small strange light projector, a Lumatype.
Who does?
The Lorehound. He has investigative stuff, but he also has a Lumatype, combining a small strange light projector and an image capturing system. The Lumatype gives agents the ability to take images called spectrographs of the supernatural entities they encounter. They can produce strange light in a 40-foot cone for up to 1 minute before its capacitor must be replaced. Wow. Okay, so short term too.
Think
Kind of torn to
fancy
get him
old-timey,
take.
spectral, ghost camera.
Yep.
And remember, part
Kind
of
of.
Strangelight Workshop is to study the supernatural, not just go out there and bust those ghosts.
But but Sydney sounds like fun punching demons if we run into demons.
If it helps sell you, I can tell you
There's
this is just a ghost encounter.
no demons. All right, then I
Yep.
will take the Lorehound.
Oh, no demons.
As you guys have just been brought into the city together, you've been waiting for some jobs, and Markov, your assignment agent at the chapter house, is totally giving you a long sheet he pulls off the wall of a unsolved haunt of an apparition of a stern man that has been spotted in the halls of the Kavanagh Library on Crow Street. He is described as a tall, gaunt specter with elongated limbs and a faceless visage. And the library has been abandoned until this dreadful spirit can be removed.
Well, that's rude.
Okay.
Running
So who-
people off from the library.
So does that help cement your choices?
Yeah, no, like I said, I'll do Baxter.
And it doesn't
Okay.
sound anything like Slimer.
And Abby, who you gonna grab?
I think I'm still gonna stick with the old wrench.
Yep.
With Emmett Cohen.
Yep.
Emmett
works.
Cohen, the old wrench.
I think it'll work.
When I first saw it on in roll 20, I saw the old wench, and I thought of a completely different character.
That's the
I
other
read
Iron Kingdoms game.
Oh.
I read
Yeah.
I read Winch as well initially.
We're not starting this one in a tavern. So. Or are we? I don't know. I guess.
Well, it seems pliable, or plausible. It could be a class, the old wench, the old lady that knows all the little secrets and rituals and all the hoodoo and voodoo.
It's even funnier if you look at the picture of him in the guide. It's like this old dude. He was only born with one leg. Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But you had the early prosthetics and you're good at it, so
Yes, the old wrench knows the danger of gremlins in a magic machine shop because in this setting the gremlins can possess machines, and that's always a bad thing for a guy who's all about the machines.
Yes, especially if your leg's not doing what you want it to. That's a problem.
It's got a mind of its own.
It's like, come back here.
Did my leg just go walking off without me?
Right?
So
we get paid big money to go bust some ghosts. I mean, investigate some ghosts.
I mean, the workshop makes sure that you're maintained in a safe and healthy environment until you need to eventually get put out to the old folks' home, which is where all the 30-plus-year-olds that have gone insane or blind get put.
Oh, nice.
30.
So, are we on retainer or salary?
You guys are on salary.
Okay.
Oh. All right.
And as new fledgling members of the Strangelight Workshop, you do actually have the ability to requisition not crazy amounts of things, but a little bit of things as a group. You each have one resource worth of requisition if you want. Which means you can't really requisition much stuff. And anything you requisition must be turned in after the job.
Huh. How rude.
In what condition?
In working condition if you want to be able to requisition something new next time.
That's why we have the old wrench.
Right. Here, quick, fix it up before we turn it in.
Before we get back, can you...
Just gotta stay working long enough for them to inspect it and say it's good.
As long as you can get away before it breaks down, yes.
Well, being that I don't know exactly what all there is to requisition, we'll just go with what we got. At least I'm fine with that.
As the ladies dismiss themselves as they're going to go to the local tea parlor while you guys are taking care of this job. Sydney and Evelyn decide that they will take care of something else while you guys work on this haunted library. Air quotes to the haunt.
Where are we starting out? The tea house?
You guys are at the Strangelight Workshop local headquarters, which basically looks like an old newspaper printing factory that went out of business way before the war. You know, the last war. As you guys have been slowly cleaning it out and filling it up with filing cabinets, getting, your conspiracy boards up of the different supernatural creatures, going through the research that you've been given to start categorizing different supernatural creatures.
It's the librarian ghost.
I mean, ever since the claiming happened 5 years ago, basically hell opened up and demons poured into the world to kidnap the half the souls of the world they were promised. You know, there's been a little bit of weird supernatural stuff that's happened since then.
I mean, you really can't just wake up the day after something like that happens and, go on with life. So
Nope.
that makes sense.
All right.
Okay, well, we should go check out this library, I think.
Yeah. We'll cruise on over.
And you guys know that usually when your field teams are out on the field, that you guys are supposed to hold yourselves accountable to the professional level that you are, because it's not just you guys, it's the entire network of the Strangelight Workshop. And you're supposed to come back alive. They would really like to make sure that you do not die and you come back alive.
Oh, you mean they don't want us to contribute to the ghost and spooks environment?
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time, but so there's literally a pile of paperwork waiting for you when you guys get back from this encounter, and you know it.
Yeah. So we
Oh,
ran the ghost off of the librarian, but now there's a Baxter ghost. Sorry.
So you've basically been given this, slip of previous investigators' coffee marks on the long sheet, as it basically just tells you that the library is over on Crow Street. You guys know the general vicinity, and it's a very renowned library, very large, very used to be very prestigious back in the day. However, if anyone wants to give me a history check, I might be able to tell them more.
Well, I suppose that's probably me, but
I have a 5 in history. I'm sorry. Now there's a.
so do I. So go ahead.
Is this one set up? I can just click on history on my character?
Yep, it is set up exactly like that.
Wow.
Okay, a solid 16. So when Emmett scratches his scruffy little beard there and starts going, about the library, you immediately recall a bit of information about the library that about a century ago, you know that the library was donated to the people of the city of Cyril. So it is the only free library open to the public.
So back when you were a kid.
Oh, and it has a very unique architecture that kind of blends two of the local cultures together. So it's got a very we would call it a very gothic French feel to the architecture, but it's, centuries old stone tower columns adorning intricate motif windows lined in the front of the library on Crow Street. This beautiful, beautiful library full of mahogany shelves that the prestigious are known for donating books to the library to basically up their street cred as people of the people. And you know exactly where the library is. Now,
Are there still people, like regular people going? Oh, I just stepped on a cat. My God. There's so much going on.
last you
Are
heard,
other
there
people
haven't
like?
been. It's not being regularly visited since the rumors of a ghost haunting people that are there. It might be total BS. It might be something legit. Quick question: do you think you would know the librarian that works there?
Maybe.
I would think I probably would, because probably go there quite regularly to research.
Okay, so I will totally give you that the two of you know Giovanna. She's the librarian that's basically worked there for about 50 years. She's a
Wow.
figure piece of the library. This old human librarian.
So she's not the ghost then.
She haunts these halls, but she is in fact not a ghost.
Right.
I don't know how many times have you heard her go shh in the
Right.
library.
It's like, where in the hell did she come from? All
Okay,
right.
well, I think, should we just go straight over to the library and talk
Yeah.
to her?
See if she's working.
And I
Let's
will
go.
give you for that beautiful 16 on history that about a year or so they started having, thoughts that there was a ghost haunting the library, and the local folks have referred to the ghost as the Shusher. It gets upset when people make too much noise in the library. And all the different stories go from one spectrum to another of what it does, but it basically doesn't like anyone that makes loud noise in the library.
All right. So we need to talk quietly to her and ourselves.
Is there anything
Or
you
if
guys
that
are
doesn't
doing
work,
before you pack up and head over to Crow Street?
I'm good. I don't know. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, can't think of anything. And was did you care? Postmortem. Well, all kinds of rules on how to interact. I was trying to see what. Oh, she's witness reports, encounter report. There's a lot of
Like I
paperwork for
said,
this
there's a lot of
company.
paperwork. We want
Standard
everything
equipment,
documented for
supplies,
posterity.
requisition.
Yeah, that's your
Special
job.
specialist equipment, temporary requisition form. Holy cow.
And yes, if you back the Kickstarter, you actually get some of the forms.
New hire referral form. Where's all
Where are
the
you
special?
finding all this?
That's the other document he posted.
Oh, the other Okay, let me go
Oh,
there.
there's your suit. I was just looking for other gear that we might want to. That's baton. Oh yeah, of course the book only shows the gear we currently have. So yeah, we're I guess
He's
going
referring
since.
to the Investigator's Handbook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I did back the Kickstarter. I just haven't looked around that much.
So yeah, no other equipment to requisition. So I guess we'll move on. And go to the library.
And as you tell Markov that you're gonna go ahead and take the job and go, you guys start packing up and walking out, getting to your lockers and pulling your gear off. Markov says, "Friends, don't forget to bring a feline with you. Company policy." And he points over to the corner where there's this dirty old ripped up couch and there's 2 or 3 cats sitting on the couch enjoying the relaxation of the workshop.
Oh, does anybody have animal handling?
No. I mean,
technically you don't
I
have
got
to
a
take
2
a cat.
in it.
You're pretty sure, as the new guys, this is a prank being played on you, but it might be legit. I mean, somebody could totally give me an insight check.
Oh my god.
I'm only
I
a 2
only have
insight.
a 1 for insight anyway.
As
one.
you've all seen different scribblings in your lockers when you open the doors. One's like, "Take the cat." The other one's like, "Don't believe in the cat."
The cat is a lie.
Another one just
Having
said,
cats,
I mean,
I
in
know
high school you would have a cat friend, tag along with us. Why not?
I mean, yeah, having
Or-
cats, I know they see things that I have no clue what the hell they're looking at, but I can make the insight. I got a 2 at least.
Are
Okay.
pets allowed in the library?
As you give him the sus
Uh,
look when he says, "Bring the feline," and you're pretty
18.
Oh,
sure
drink
the
them
way
all?
he says, "Bring the feline," and he points over to the cat carrier. There's like a little burlap bag cat carrier. It's kind of like a satchel deal. You know, as he points, he's like saying it so nonchalantly that this does not feel like a lie to you. He's just like totally saying, "And don't forget this vital piece of equipment," as in the structure he's saying it.
I mean, like I said, cats do see weird shit. Is there a Siamese?
There is in fact a Siamese, a orange tabby, and a tuxedo cat, and they all look like feral street cats that have been lured in here with cans of fish.
Ah,
In
so
fact, in the
they're
corner of the room, you see some empty cans of fish.
so they're used as the canary in this situation.
You're thinking that may be a situation.
All right, I'll grab the tabby then.
Okay.
Do we all need our own cat? That way there's 3? Or
Well, he did
That's
say
it.
grab a feline, and you do know there's other teams of Strangelight Workshop crews working out of this base.
Yeah, so we'll take the one.
And
I'll
there's
spare
only
the
one carrier, so it could be
Yeah,
just
I'll-
for you guys.
yeah. I'll spare the Siamese any
okay.
punishment of this duty. Tabbies are a dime a dozen, so we'll take
Ho ho
this.
ho!
They aren't tabby.
Don't
Okay,
say that
and,
right in front of them. Damn.
and as you know, you walk up, the cats all kind of give you this lazy look, and the other two kind of walk away before you get too close. Are you just gonna pick up the cat and throw him in the carrier? As my cat's totally eyeballing me when I say that. He knows what the carrier means, and it's not pleasant.
I'll throw one of the cans into the carrier.
Oh, give me an animal handling with advantage as you're using bait. Almost like
Yeah,
someone who
'cause-
owns a cat.
Right? I really don't want to get scratched or bitten. They're nasty mouths. All right. Yeah, not so well.
Okay, so you two watch as your friend, the investigator, truly investigates what it's like to get a cat into a carrier against his will as he grabs an empty can and throws it in there. Cat looks at him like, "What?" And you try to go swoop. You do eventually get the cat in there, but you take 3 points of damage when he is resisting getting in the carrier, and you're pretty sure you two are not friends.
Oh no.
You
And
should
Mark-
have a suit like mine.
Markov is just watching you fight with the cat and shove it in the thing, and he's just like shaking his head as he's packing his pipe and lights his pipe up.
I got 10 hit points to begin with. Holy cow. All right. All right, well, I got a cat.
As the investigator's got scratches on his cheeks and arms.
Let's
What
get
is
to
its
the
name?
library.
What are you gonna call it?
At this point, cat.
Markov hears you say that and says, "Good name for feline. Cat." As my cat gives me a
Obviously,
dirty
the
look.
All right.
The Siamese
Let's
would have been
go.
much more. The Siamese would have been much more dignified to deal with, but that's all right.
As the Siamese just looks across the room at you and gives the slow blink.
They're a much smarter cat. All right, let's
All
do
right.
this.
You have the cat in the carrier, all of your gear. You guys are heading off to Crow Street.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys take mere moments as a screen swipe gets you guys there. As I totally realize that you've been on the wrong tab this whole time. That's where you were supposed to have
See?
hit.
Oh,
So you could have
No
moved
wonder
around your
my-
characters.
no wonder my immersion was failing.
Oh. As the screen swipe brings you guys outside the library. A grandiose,
big.
huge library. As you
Apparently.
guys are
Holy
out
cow.
on the street.
I'm
Hold on
out.
one second. I'm trying to move my stuff around on my screen.
Yeah, I had to come out and then back in some. There we go. That looks like a good enough. All right, I'll head up to the steps there.
I ain't afraid of no ghost, but you do the talking.
Maybe. Let me look. Uh,
As you see a big handwritten sign in beautiful filigree says, "Shh, please be quiet on the premises." Do you come up and
Perception
knock, or do you just
0.
come on in? It does say open.
Yeah, I was looking at persuasion. Yeah, I'm not the talker. I'm all like 0 in all of my social skills. I'm more
Well, if we already
scientific and
know her,
analytical.
maybe there's a good background situation with that.
I will hold the door open for you two.
Yeah, I will
Oh,
step
how
in.
kind. I'll go in
Um,
and see if I can
oh.
find. I don't remember her
Can't.
name.
I can't move the kitty.
Yeah, what
Apparently,
was her name?
apparently the purple kitty
Do
tabby.
you want ownership of the kitty? I will give you ownership of the kitty.
Well, I mean, I was just since I'm carrying it at the moment, I figure.
Nah, he's trying to act like he's not getting attached, but he is.
Well, that's why I saved the Siamese for later.
So that's what
Oh
the inside
no,
of this place looks like.
the disposable one.
This
And
is
in
a
case you
library.
wanted the
Wow.
head librarian's name, it's in the notes for
Very
Giovanna.
good.
Yeah, that's
As
right.
you guys step in, and immediately she comes, walking towards you with a small stack of books in her hands.
Is that the ghost?
Oh no, she just is old.
And you now have access
Can
to controlling.
I take a look and see if she looks like she's in a good mood or stressed out from a ghost, or kind of get a read on her?
You kind of give her the look, and she seems very, like bothered by you guys interrupting her normal, pattern. But if you'd like to give me an insight check, I might be able to tell you more. As Giovanna
Could
kind
I
of
do some
quickly,
perception?
it would be a insight.
Okay. Well, I'll give it a try here.
As she puts down the stack of books. Oh yeah, you give it a try with a dirty 20. As she immediately whips out her glasses and kind of hurriedly walks towards you, which you are totally reading her body language as she has concern on her face for you guys. You're totally reading that she's being very stern looking, and it's actually not for her benefit, but it's actually for you guys. As she immediately kind of looks to the left and the right, like she's looking to see if there's something there, and she goes, "Shh, please don't make too much noise. We should be fine here in the entryway and the open sitting reading area, but please avoid any loud noises." As she totally gives you all three the up and down, and she totally is looking at Dalton's suit that is, power armor with a little steam going on inside as it's occasionally going and she's just like, I don't think you should be wearing that in here, sir.
I'm not coming in without it. It's part of the
We're
uniform, ma'am. Trust me.
And
we're here
she totally looks at the
investigation.
other two. He's like, Baxter, your friend knows he shouldn't be coming in with a power suit into the library, right? It could
Well,
cause damage to the books.
we'll be very careful with the books, but we're here to investigate your situation.
And she kind of like squints her eyes when you say that, trying to say the unspoken word. And she just like puts her finger to her lips and says, "You mean the Shusher?"
Indeed.
He's he's been around here for about a year or so, but something has upset the Shusher more than normal. I I swear on dark nights when the assistants, and as soon as she says that, a gobber pops out. In this world, that's what they call goblins, is gobbers, because they're a little less feral and ankle biting and a little more inventive and crazy sometimes when explosives are involved. And this little gobber comes around the corner and he totally sees the stack of books she put down on the ground and picks it up and he just like just. And she looks and he just like gives her a hand like stop telling me what to do and picks up the books and goes walking off with them. I swear when the gobbers are not here that sometimes if you sit in the main library and some loud noise like thunder or the train goes running by, which by the way there's totally a train in this universe that runs off massive steam engines and just like sounds like 10 trains in one, that sometimes he appears and either makes books fly across the room or all of a sudden I lose track of time and I'm not sure what exactly happens.
Hmm.
Are you two, and she's totally not looking at your power armored friend when she says that, looking at Emmett and Baxter and says, are you two here to do workshop business?
We were sent by the workshop, yes.
Oh my! It's been months since I submitted the request for one of the teams. I'm so glad two of my long-term friends are the ones that come out here to take care of the problem. You'll promise that none of the books will be destroyed?
We'll take every precaution to preserve the library in its current state.
As you're holding a pet carrier with a very angry cat that keeps giving you the slow growl every time you talk, and she's like, why did you bring the animal with you?
Well, they tend to see things that not everybody does or sense things. You've seen that random cat staring weirdly at a spot on the wall where there's nothing at.
Oh, that's. It's funny you say that because there used to be cats outside the library, but they've all left in the last month or so.
Indeed. Now, does
I
he normally appear towards the front or the back of the library?
Usually after the sun sets, he appears in either one of the back corners, but it's usually when someone's been sitting in the table studying books and they become loud or distraught that he appears.
I can be loud.
Well, let's wait until we get back and do some investigation.
And somebody give me an Arcana check as she starts talking about the Shusher.
I got 5.
Got nothing.
Yeah, so I've only got a 3.
What was that? You don't have anything?
Can you hear me okay?
Yep, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only got a 3, so you go ahead.
Okay. Let's see. I'm just double checking items here. This is your turn. Choose Choose 10 minutes. Tag. All right. I will make the roll. I was looking at skills. Okay, so Arcana. Boom.
Ooh.
Nice.
As she describes this tall, gaunt specter that she's seen before, he seems to be like 7 feet tall, inhumanly thin from what she sees, and he has claws for hands. And she can tell you that she's had guests basically flee after just one moment of supposedly having an interaction with this being. And to you, with your Arcana check, it totally sounds like she is basically describing some kind of haunting spirit or specter.
Okay. Any particular items laying around that the Shusher has interacted or damaged or thrown?
Ooh, that's a good question. No, nothing that she's noticed. And one of the gobbers kind of walks and makes this like sigh gesture and goes walking back to his duties. And she's like, should I take the assistants and myself out of the library while you do this, or should we just continue on as if everything was normal?
I mean, for your protection, so that you're not inadvertently attacked. It might be safer if you weren't here.
And she kind of gives this little clicky sound, and immediately she waves her hand in the air like a little come to me, children. And 4 gobbers immediately like pull themselves out of the woodwork. Like one is on top of the bookshelf putting books away, another one is swinging on a ladder and totally jumps off the ladder, and they all come running towards her. And she's like, assistants, these are our friends from the Strangelight Workshop, and they're here to deal with our Shusher problem. And the gobbers just kind of like give out these like quiet little turtle laughs, like yeah. And the one you saw earlier kind of looks a little more dour than the other 3. And she says, all of you have the rest of the day and night off with full pay. And they're just like, ha, let's go to the bar.
I'm sorry.
So they're all
I'm trying to
cleared out.
picture the librarian bar.
Yeah.
I mean, it just takes this little old lady to pull the pins out of her hair and take her glasses off and shake her head, and she becomes instant silver fox.
Silver foxes.
The power of librarian compels you.
The power of the library.
Nice.
As she
Okay,
gets
well,
ready
yeah, I'm gonna
to
start walking
dismiss
around.
herself, is there any questions or anything you want to ask before her and the gobbers take off?
How long has this been an issue? Ghost, has it been around a long time, or is it recent?
I mean, the library has always supposedly been haunted by this thing or that with all of the old books we carry. But the Shusher has only been this upset and assaulting people for the last 3 or 4 months. We don't know exactly what may
Okay,
have triggered it, but something may have triggered it.
so it's upset about something. Okay,
And somebody
maybe
give
something was
me
taken, or
an insight check. As she's rolling horrible today. She's only concerned with the books being ruined.
I've only got one in.
I guess I'm the big mighty 2. All right. Ouch.
It's fine. It's fine. You didn't need to notice anything. As the gobbers go, and they are like the first round of drinks on me, and the next one's like, the second round is on me, and the third one's the third round's on me, and the fourth one's like, if any of you are still awake, I'll buy the last round. As she looks at the
I'm going-
gobbers and just shakes her head.
I'm going with him.
That's what the cat
That would totally throw off the plan that Sam had for us here. Let's all go to the bar instead.
So she goes over and totally gives Emmett the friendly little old lady kiss on the cheek and says, and just make sure you take care of yourself, Emmett. We're not as young as we used to be.
Emmett's got
Wow.
a girlfriend.
Right?
Ooh.
Emmett's been here more often than I thought.
Well, it's an old library. There are a lot of things that need fixing, you know?
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you've got this big
All right.
welcoming area with the library's tables, the punch
Yeah,
card
yeah.
machine.
We're gonna start heading to the back here.
Okay.
Is
You
she
guys are-
gone?
Yep, she trusts you guys. I mean, you didn't say lock the door, so she merely just turns the open sign to a closed sign, and closes the door quietly behind you guys without making too much fuss. As you hear the door go clink, and it kind of echoes in this building for a quick second.
Let's go touch all the books.
Yeah.
So it
Like
sounds
that.
like that this thing has always been here, but it just recently became upset. So
Well,
Sorry.
she said it's been haunted by something or another thing, not necessarily this thing the whole time.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And Abby, just a heads up, your mic's real quiet.
Yeah, I don't know if you're
Is it
Yeah.
up by your head?
talking away from it or something or what, but
Yeah, it sounds like you're across the room from the microphone.
I always do that at work. I push the microphone up by my head and then no one hears me.
That's always the best. And you're really doing it just because you want people to hear you eating. It's done with
I
love.
can neither confirm nor deny.
Alright, so those are tech things. Cool things.
Can you guys hear me now?
Oh, you sound good.
Yeah. That's great.
Better? Okay.
Yep. Okay, so you guys kind of spread out in the library there.
Yeah.
As Baxter's holding the cat in the carrier, and immediately it hisses, and you see like a little mouse go scurrying off into the wall over here.
Yeah, well, for the moment, we'll keep them in the carrier and we'll set them up on the table here.
Okay. Is anyone doing anything with their special cool equipment?
Oh, that's what I was just.
So I'm
looking
gonna
at.
I'm gonna put my strange light goggles.
And since you're the first one to do that, I'm totally gonna say it. And what does that do?
I don't remember.
All right. So based on what I recall, the creature being probably or likely being possible to recall, like what typically would cause or upset them or cause them to become more aggressive.
Give me an insight check for that.
Um, okay, so with my occult sense, you have a keen intuition for supernatural when making an intelligence check. Is that intelligence?
That
I
would
don't think it is.
insight's wisdom. But you could do an investigation instead.
Yeah, I'd like to investigate.
Okay.
Basically allows me to get a +2. All right. So 13. Is that a fail or a
So a
pass?
solid 13, you're pretty sure what your friends have been mumbling is 100% true. That something besides the noise has triggered this specter. And the noise is just a side effect, sort of like the old stories of Grindel, that, when the partiers make noise, the ghost comes to get them out of there, one way or another.
Okay.
And something
All right.
has been done to anger the spirit.
Okay. So the other part of that is if you fail the check, you know where you can go to find the information you seek.
Okay, I will
So,
totally give you, there's a section of haunts and spirits in the library.
all right.
That
And where
actually
would
works
that
out
be?
quite well. So that's gonna totally be over in this section over here.
Aha.
Oh, okay.
Let me go check on some stuff. I'm gonna be over here.
As
Do
you
some
see,
research.
the occult library that's open to the general public has many supposedly possessed items, all in different shelves with little covers on them. Collection of supposedly possessed toys that have been certified by the church as safe for the public. Totally has the stamp from the priest saying when it was verified as safe to the public. As you find
Can I
conveniently
do?
the exact book you're looking for.
Okay. I pull it down to research. Now bring it back over here to the table.
Cat kind of gives you a look as you set the book down there. And what is what is Dalton doing there, Abby? You're starting to say something.
Emmett.
Or Emmett, sorry.
And I was just gonna, yeah. I wanted to look around that same area with the strange light projector and the goggles.
Okay, so you immediately pop out the strange light detector and slap on the goggles.
And then I'm gonna look around in this area that had the creepy paranormal type stuff.
As you're scanning
Did we
around
lose
the
Jim?
area.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I was putting some special visual effects here for Emmett.
Yeah, I
Okay.
like that.
I
That's
see
like
that.
the projector.
Yep. As you're waving your projector around, you totally notice that there's a small glow coming from the top of this bookshelf here. Are you gonna climb the rickety-looking ladder to see what's up there glowing?
Well, I'm gonna call over to Dalton over here because he's close, and just be like, hey, come over here, check this out.
You want me to climb up, or do you want me to hold the ladder? Well, let me put my goggles on.
And as soon as you put the goggles on, you see that there's a little glow coming from a book that's up there. Not the book itself, something in the book.
Ooh.
So I'm good with sleight of hand if we can use sleight of hand to get up.
I,
I don't know if you have athletics
I
or
will. I've got your back. I will
Okay.
jump in the way
Dalton's
if
totally giving
something.
you advantage on your check.
okay. So what am I using?
Don't.
As
That
someone
was me.
summons a
I'm playing.
fireball. So if you wanted to use sleight of hand, I will totally
Uh,
give it to you that you could use sleight of hand to kind of scamper halfway up and then go yoink and pull out what's in the book. If you want
Sweet.
to touch
Okay.
it.
Oh, I've got gloves on, but I can't sleight of hand it.
And I totally
Actually,
just
I
said it like
might be
that to
better.
spook you.
I also can't be possessed or charmed or.
Well, didn't Baxter just pick something up that could have been on too? Or what did he grab?
Baxter,
I
what'd you
just
grab?
grabbed a
He
I
just
just
grabbed
grabbed a
book.
regular research book.
Oh, okay. It wasn't.
I'm just
Okay.
doing
Well,
mundane research.
He's flipping the pages,
Very
seeing all these
mundane.
different ghost
Well-
stories with different looking ghosts, and the fact that they tell you that they can do psychic damage.
I feel like that psychic damage was a foreshadowing. I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah, Dalton, you should try and climb up there. Maybe you can use athletics or something. I don't know.
Yeah, athletics would totally
Yeah.
work.
Okay. Yeah, I'll head up since I've got my suit on and can't be messed with.
As you're climbing up there, this ladder is creaking, but Dalton is used to walking around in a power armor suit and being a little ballerina with his, natural 20, double natural 20.
Yeah,
As
that's not a
Damn.
waste.
you go up there and you realize there's a book that's lying there that has material sticking out, looks like a ripped handkerchief or piece of cloth. Like sometimes people use cloth bookmarks so they don't hurt the book.
Mm.
And it looks like it's kind of wedged in the book and somebody like ripped the cloth and this little piece got left behind because you got a natural 20 there, so I got to give you a little extra. Do you want to snatch the little piece of cloth that's sticking in the book safely?
Yes.
Okay, natural 20, you go up, you pluck, and there's this little corner of what looks like a handkerchief. As it's been ripped and it's glowing in your hand, and the second you have it, and you kind of like instantly slide down to show it to Emmett. Over at the table, Baxter and Baxter's cat. You kind of get jolted because the cat immediately sends out like a hiss. Angry cat as the cat is immediately going and wants out of the carrier. Bad.
Well, with that's a sign I was waiting for, so I will uncage the cat.
Let the cat out of the bag.
As soon as you let the cat out of the bag,
Gonna run away. What?
and we're talking you're swinging around your light in a 60-foot cone. Let's see how big a cone you've got there.
Oh yeah. You can put your light emanating.
You
Wow.
guys see the triangle?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, sweet.
That's about how big of a triangle you can wave that little lantern with.
Yeah, it's not a hooded, is
That's
it?
a lot of space.
Or it's a hooded lantern, not
Yeah,
a
so it gives a cone
standard lantern.
shape. And as you
Yeah.
do the ceiling, because it's got tall little 40-foot ceilings in this place, but there's an upstairs. As soon as you do, the lantern lights up right here as something comes swailing through the floor above into this floor, and you clearly see a specter with long toes and long legs that reach out of the pants he's wearing to disheveled looking, nice looking suit like something someone professional would be wearing, but it's all disheveled at the edges as he comes floating out of the ceiling. You realize the hands have long, pale, clawed hands that stick out way too long from the sleeves of the coat. And when it finishes coming down out of the ceiling, the face is missing. It's this lump of what should be a face.
Where did you say it was?
It's going to be right there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And that's where the cat's heading?
And no, the cat's actually heading in the exact opposite direction.
Okay.
I told you that cat's gonna dip as soon as it can.
That's all right. So I'm like turning around, looking, going, goggles on, people.
As you
'cause I
realize
don't know
you're the
that
only
you-
one not wearing goggles.
Yeah, well, that's all right.
And I
That's
totally
my-
gave the ghost a little aura there so you can see him since he blends in with the library so well. And his arms and legs just seem unnaturally long it's a specter, so they always mutate thanks to their traumas and things. And it looks in the direction of Dalton as you're holding the fabric. And you notice the glow on the fabric in the Strangelight lantern is the same glow coming off of this ghost.
I think this might be his.
And it looks right at you, Dalton, and just brings its finger up to its mouth, and just the sound comes out of the lump of a face, and it just goes shh, and kind of
I think I'm being
reaches
too
its
loud.
hand out.
I would give it its thing. If we think it's it, and it's mad about something. Okay.
I mean, that sounds good to me, but I'm gonna look to Baxter for. He's the expert.
And
Do I
as
give him
Yeah.
do,
Are we gonna get cursed?
you totally give him the look, and immediately roll for initiative.
Shit.
Make sure you click
Only
on your.
Make sure you're
character.
clicking on your token and not somebody else's. Because this is
It's
D&D,
just the
you gotta
initiative
make sure to
at
click
the
on your
top
token.
next to my armor class, right?
Yep,
Yep.
that's exactly right.
But you gotta make sure you have your token selected.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
select your token so it pops up.
Oh, right.
So what is the?
So, the talent that I use, or
Oh,
the feature I use, goggles on, was a bonus action, which then allows anyone who can hear you can, as a reaction, put on a pair of Strangelight goggles. Does that include me?
I will totally say that includes you.
All right, so I got my goggles on now.
As you see them with their goggles on, and you're like, bloop! And meanwhile, the cat's like jumping from table to table, going in the opposite direction of the ghost. Cat wants
All right.
nothing to do with this.
Wow, it's a ghost too. Did you see? It just stretched out.
He
right.
used the power of creep. So, Emmett, looks like you're up first. Ghost is getting more frustrated body language wise, pointing at Dalton to gimme.
And before we rolled for initiative, had Dalton already held it out, or we're not sure?
I think
I'm
it's
just.
more than enough time to show it to you.
Yeah, I showed to you. I'm holding it, but I did look back at Baxter to see if I should give it away. So I'm not holding it. I'm just holding it.
Okay.
Yeah, don't give the lamp away, but keep
No,
it.
the hanky, the cloth.
Oh, the hanky. Yeah, no. Keep a hold of it for now, and like, don't get in front of it. At least between me and it.
Don't get between you and it.
No, not at the moment.
Okay, that's my job though.
Sounds like somebody.
But I'll wait till my
Question.
turn.
So I also have this quick thinking essence. Jim, what is that?
So you'll want to pop open the user guide for your character,
Oh,
and
oh,
for
I found it.
you,
Sorry. Okay.
you've got the quick thinking because of your essence.
Okay. So I can act
Quick
fast.
thinking, your nimble mind enables you to act impossibly fast and take advantage of the slightest hesitation by your enemy. You can take one action or bonus action at the end of another creature's turn. You can't use this feature again until you finish a long rest. Basically, it lets you pop off with an extra action.
So it's an extra action after the monster's turn. The Shushers.
No.
Okay.
It could be after
at
his
the end
action,
of
right?
another creature's turn, so it's any creature.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you can take an action or a bonus action.
On top of your normal action and bonus action.
Okay. Well, for now, I think the only attack I can do is with my pistol. So.
Okay, so this
I'm gonna
bookshelf
first.
is blocking your way, so you may want to move like
Yeah, I was
over
gonna say.
here. You can move over to this side of
Yep,
the bookshelf.
But that's not part of the ability, though, right? It's an action. Well, is it
it's her
meaning
turn.
action and
It's her
attack,
turn.
or is?
Emmett's
Oh, I'm the
first.
So I get a
last one.
move.
Sorry, I thought it was the next one. Sorry. Go ahead.
What's how far can I move?
And so you can move 30 feet, which pretty much that's anywhere in this area. Each square is 5 feet.
Okay. I want to move because I can't stand on any of this random stuff, right? Like right here. Okay, I'm gonna stand there, and then Is it a ghost? Can you shoot a ghost with a pistol? Does that do anything?
I mean, you can try.
Don't hit any books.
Oh no, I can't just. Yeah, maybe.
Don't worry, unless you roll a 1, you're not going to get hit anything you don't really want to hit.
All right. Well, I'll go for it then. I am going to aim and shoot at the Shusher.
Okay.
So for this character sheet, do I just click on pistol?
Yep, just click on
or...
pistol. As we see Emmett go walking around the bookshelf, whips out his pistol, and he's just totally going to shoot the ghost.
Okay,
First, ask questions later.
Pistol isn't working. Should I click on...
Well, you could use the dice on the left.
Weapons.
Let me check something real quick.
And you're doing the pistol in the center there? Under attacks and spellcasting?
Yeah, you may be in the
equipment
section.
Don't let Jim roll for you.
Do you see where it says, just above where you're at, where it says jack wrench and pistol?
Yeah.
Click on that pistol.
Yeah, because the other's inventory, the other's
attack. You're probably clicking pistol in the inventory. You want to click it up above where it says attacks and spellcasting.
Oh, where's attack? I'm sorry.
It's the box just above where you're currently at.
Yeah, where your item list is, right above that.
Pistol +3, 1d10 plus 1 piercing.
Oh, my bad. Okay, I got you. Found it.
Okay. And I
Yep.
totally got that natural one out of the way for you. Okay,
Right.
so you roll
So
a
Jim
12.
hid the book.
So a 12 will hit the ghost as your bullet rips into the ghost. In the chat, click on the word pistol to roll the damage. As you see the bullet tear through this spectral ghost, and it seems to do a lot less than the damage it should, but it does actually tear away a wisp of the essence of the ghost. And this ghost is absolutely insane by the noise you just made by discharging your pistol.
Oh, shoot. I forgot about that.
Now, the question is, you still have a bonus action. Did you want to reload your pistol? It's either a bonus action or an action to reload it.
To reload? Yeah, I'll reload it.
Okay, so you immediately start whipping out your reload kit and sticking more ammo down the barrel and ramrodding it into the thing, as the shusher is incensed by the gunfire you just fired off in here. The soot, the embers,
My bad.
and it's going to come to you.
Make my job harder. Thanks, Emmett.
Hi.
And it places its finger in front of where a mouth should be. And it seems to be giving a shh. And
suck my soul out.
do me a favor and give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Wish me good luck. Oh,
Okay, good roll. Very good roll.
not bad.
As you take 3 points of psychic damage, and you hear that shh resonate through your body, but you have no other effects other than like a slight bloody nose from the spirit. But it was attempting to do something that you managed to resist. Obviously, all that time in the workshop dulled your hearing, so you didn't quite hear what his message was. And that's a good thing.
Wow. All right. Oh.
And it seems very angry with you as it takes that hand it was shushing and proceeds to like reach out with its hands that seem too long, and it seems like it's going to claw at you next time it gets an action.
Oh shit.
And what's Dalton gonna do? Is this thing just psychically attacked your friend?
Well, I can't. Baxter said not to get in between them. So I'm going to come over to right here.
Well, it's not your turn.
Oh,
but
it's not?
No,
what's
it's
your
Dalton's turn.
I'm 13.
Yeah.
Oh, where? What? Am I not paying attention here?
Baxter is last.
Is
You're just not used to having a
thought-
crappy
No.
initiative.
no, I thought she went first.
She did, and
No.
Emmett went after her. Emmett
Okay.
went first, shot the ghost, and the ghost is coming after her.
No,
Okay.
my action triggered the combat, but it wasn't a
Okay.
turn.
Yes. Okay. I could have sworn I saw it differently, but okay. Don't have all the names down, I guess. All right.
So I'm gonna
No,
come
you're
over
good where
here.
you're at.
Well, so can it see me from here? Can I get its attention?
I mean, you can gladly try.
Okay, I am going to wave the little. I'm going to pull my pocket knife out of the. Should I back up a little? I'm going to pull my pocket knife out of my pocket because I do have a pocket knife, and I'm going to wave the little cloth, and then I'm going to start poking the cloth with the pocket knife, like I'm going to cut it
Okay, go ahead and give me a
Threaten.
intimidation with advantage. As
Okay.
immediately you threaten the little scrap that you're pretty sure is a handkerchief, and it goes from getting ready to claw Emmett to immediately it turns its head toward you, and its creepy long arms stay dangling at Emmett, but it totally gives this at you.
Well,
Now,
not.
are you gonna add any loud noise to that intimidation that wouldn't
Yeah.
come out too well?
Oh yeah. I'm going to say, hey, Shusher.
Okay.
Need a strip of hanky?
So I will give you that 9 is getting his attention. Mainly because you're the last one to make noise. You seem to notice the noise is his trigger. But when you threatened that little scrap of cloth, it didn't
Mhm.
affect him as much as you thought it would.
Oh.
Almost like
It,
most of its mojo is gone, or maybe you look at this and realize it's just the like half-inch by half-inch corner of a handkerchief.
yeah. I need the full piece to
Maybe
really.
somebody took the full
It-
piece.
At least that's what the dice are telling us.
Yeah. Well,
Okay?
I was just trying to get its attention away from her. That's.
And your shouting seemed to do more than the handkerchief. Anything for your bonus action?
For my bonus action,
And you do still have some movement.
well, yeah, I could. I will. I'll go right there.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think that's everything I want to do right now because I get my block when I roll initiative, so I don't need to do that. So I'm content.
Okay. As you go over there and you back up Emmett, you realize his little beard's got a little drip of blood coming out of his nose, standing a red streak in his white beard.
Do you need a band-aid? I mean, wait.
And I will give you that each of you were given a restorative wrap that basically, if you're injured, you put this medically treated bandage on you, you get to spend one of your hit dice to heal.
Okay.
It was totally given to you in your equipment because, you know, he was expecting you to ask for it. And it is now Baxter's turn.
All right. So
Belton totally
Pulling
seems
up.
to have its attention, and you're noticing that whoever makes the last noise seems to have its attention.
Yeah. I'm pulling up my Lumatype. And I will take a snapshot.
You're taking
Eject,
a snapshot for posterity and for science.
Well, for science.
Okay, and
So,
when you
yes.
take that shot, you feel the hum of your system click, and you know it gets a good solid picture. And since all of you are wearing your gloves and the light illuminates the specter even more, it seems to become dense and less see-through in the strange light.
Interesting.
As you know for sure that the plate inside the camera has got a solid picture of the specter.
Right. Okay. Well, that's the main thing I wanted. Needed to get a picture for posterity. I can't develop it right now, but
you have the photo. Anything
I
for
do
your
have a
bonus
photo.
action? And this whole time we're all waiting for Emmett to like spring into action and do another action.
So you can make and
Here, I
All
thought I
right,
was going to be
so
the impulsive one.
tactical analysis. As a bonus action once per round, you can analyze a creature or a spectrograph of a creature as part of an attack. So is my picture an attack?
I will totally give that to you.
Okay. If you do so, you can make an attack using your intelligence modifier in place of a strength. Oh, no, this is actually an attack.
Oh,
Okay, never mind. Creature
It's
attack,
swap out
ignoring
your
one of the
stat for
creature's
the attack.
damage resistances. Oh, no. Okay. That's not doing what I thought it did. Scientific hunch is an action or a bonus action. All right, so this I will do. Scientific hunch is an action or a bonus action on your turn to choose either yourself or a creature within 5 feet of you. That creature. Oh, nobody's in 5 feet. Dang it. Well, you know what? I'll do it on myself. Once within the next 10 minutes, the creature can re-roll or can roll the die of a four-sided die, which is a scientific hunch die, and add the number rolled to one of your one of the attack rolls or damage rolls you make with the weapon. Add that number rolled to a ability check it makes, or subtract the number rolled from the damage of a single enemy attack that deals bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage if the creature uses the scientific hunch die to modify one of its own tech rolls, damage rolls, or ability checks. It can wait until after it rolls the d20. So, all right.
You get to roll, then
Jim?
choose to use it.
Yep.
Jim, can I retcon my turn slightly?
What's that?
I just read that I have to use an action or bonus action to activate my armor, so I wanted to use my bonus action to activate my armor.
Okay.
I didn't realize I had to do that, so. And I didn't use it, so
As the armor is all powered up.
yeah.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah.
Now you're
So.
possession proof.
All right.
Okay, and I got a little shield token on there for Baxter for his little D4 bonus to himself.
Okay.
The not bardic inspiration.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so top of the order. What's Emmett gonna do? Ghost is unhappy with you and with Dalton.
Yeah, I mean, the gun in the library was a bit loud. But are we trying to capture it or kill it or what? Because I know we wanted to figure out what was going on with it, but now we're having to fight it, so. Should I just keep shooting at it, you guys? What are your thoughts?
Emmett totally looks
At
at
this-
you guys with his pistol and goes, "Loud noises, who knew?"
Well, obviously,
I mean, they did tell us.
yeah. Well, obviously, part of the issue is the hanky that you found part of seemed to have helped trigger it. Now, where the rest of that hanky is, that's a good question, but I don't know that without attempting to destroy it, we're going to be able to research finding the rest of the hanky anywhere or anytime soon. So
The camera totally swings back to that goblin that kept giving weird looks into his back pocket.
So at this point, we don't really have, I don't think, a choice but to go ahead and try to fight it and destroy it.
I mean, it seems
Okay.
very, very angry at you, especially for shooting a pistol off in the library.
Yeah. You know, I definitely shot first and asked questions.
And somebody else would be able to do much more damage to it, I'm guessing.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, it's only like fighting type thing I can really. Well, I guess I'll just shoot at it again. Let's go.
Okay, you gonna shoot at it from there? Do you want to move first, then shoot, or shoot and then move, or stand your ground? You have a feeling that where you're standing, its long clawed hands can reach you.
But that might be the safest
Well,
place for you to stand right now.
You want to stay next to what's his name there?
Dalton. Yeah, maybe behind me.
Because Dalton can
okay, well,
intercede with the
I could
suit.
shoot then. I could shoot and then move behind you.
Yeah.
And then I could use another action after somebody else to reload and then. Okay, yeah.
Remember,
that's
you
what I'll
can't
do
use
here.
a
So let
bonus
me go
action.
ahead and.
So if you use the bonus action after you take your action, you can reload that way too.
Yeah.
Oh,
They-
shoot, yeah, because the move doesn't come. Sweet.
16 will shoot beautifully. You bring your weapon up to its face, take that shot, and the bullet rips right through its ghostly form. Holy crap!
Oh, shit.
Maybe I won't do more damage.
Okay, now you discharge a shot that would have killed most flesh and blood things in one shot. However, it just like makes its nose area go whiffle and disappear in a puff of smoke. He definitely seems to be
Damn.
resistant to this kind of damage, but he is taking damage. Like half
Okay,
of his
well,
face
yeah.
just disappeared.
Okay.
Now,
All
are
right.
you
Well,
gonna
I'll go
stand your
ahead
ground or are you
and
gonna move?
I'm gonna move back up behind Dalton over here, and then I'll go ahead and just take my bonus action to reload again.
Okay, and as you turn to run, the second you step out of this square, the Shusher is going
No.
to take an attack of opportunity on you.
I use my block as
You
a reaction. Barrier. You can use your reaction when an ally within 5 feet of you is attacked. Expend 1 block and interpose yourself, becoming the target of the attack. Instead, the attacker makes the attack roll against you with advantage.
you can totally do that to cover Emmett's butt.
Yes, I would like to.
Oh shit! Thank you.
Dalton does what Dalton does, and totally as you run, turns around and provides you cover to go ahead and finish that move as Dalton is taking it for the team.
Thank you, Dalton.
As you take 6 points of necrotic damage as those claws kind of scrape against your cheek as you put yourself blatantly in the way.
For him to use that ability, you'll want to stay within 5 feet.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to be within 5 feet of me for me to protect you.
Oh, so should I just have moved behind you here?
I mean, maybe you wanted to move further so it'll chase you past Dalton so it gets an attack of opportunity on it.
Maybe, yeah. That's a good
Okay,
point.
well, where I left it initially then. Yeah, we'll just stay
I mean, I can always move to you, but
And its eyes are
let's
glued on Emmett if it had eyes. You know, it's not happy with that noisy guy that keeps popping off shots in his library.
At least I'm a distraction. Or something. Okay, that's it. I think that's all I'm gonna do with my turn.
Okay. So the Shusher is definitely interested in Emmett. And it is going to go ahead and use its incorporeal movement. It's going to fly right through Dalton.
it can't fly through me.
Oh, you're right. It can't because your armor.
Your suit? Oh.
And you know what? It's going to be reckless and totally give Dalton that attack of opportunity to get close. Just because it's got reach doesn't
Okay.
mean it has to use reach. Does Dalton want to take an attack of opportunity?
I would love to take an attack of opportunity.
Okay, your suit is activated. Your electrified gauntlets are there.
So here we go.
Ghost seems to not even care about you as you swing at it, just as it's dipping around you. Go ahead and roll your damage. Now,
And that's lightning.
lightning, you say?
Well, it is. So hang on.
Electrical, right?
The charged gauntlets, while wearing the gauntlets, while they are powered, you deal lightning damage equal to 1d6 plus your strength modifier instead of the bludgeoning damage normal. If your target is a fiend, fey, or undead creature, you deal force damage instead.
Okay, so it is undead, so that's force damage. As you swing, you feel resistance as you hit it. And you realize that the charged gauntlets actually are doing full damage to this bad boy.
Yes.
Ooh.
And it
That's only
lets
6.
out a yowl when you hit it, and it physically reacts to your punch.
Yeah. Pick on someone your own size.
And as you say that, it turns towards both of you. And it lifts both clawed hands up at once. Looks at both of you. And is gonna swing out swipes at each of you. So here's the first swipe at Emmett.
Okay.
Will a 9 hit Emmett?
I would hope
I'm
not.
looking at my armor class.
Is that a no?
Right?
Yep.
Is armor class?
Yep, armor class.
Yeah, armor class top center.
Okay, yeah, no, that didn't hit.
A definitive no that Emmett might be old and slow, but he ain't that slow yet. And you dive out of the way of the claw, and then it haphazardly flicks the second claw over at your hero, Dalton in his power suit.
My hero.
As the second claw, will a 15 hit you?
It will not.
As it scrapes against your armor, completely repelled by your charge suit, showing exactly why you wear that suit.
Exactly why.
And it goes bullet time, and you just let him scrape against your armor. As it just looks and gives out this head twist that he would love to make noise other than his shushy sound. Unfortunately, he's not being able to recharge his shushy power.
Aww.
So that's it for his turn. What is Dalton
Ain't that
gonna
the
do?
shame?
Dalton is going to come on over next to Emmett.
Oh.
And Galton is going to punch a ghost in the face.
Wow.
It's become shadow
Pow.
boxing with a goat. Holy,
Ooh.
24 will hit.
Damn.
For
There we
8
go.
points of force damage, which he is not resistant to. As you, what does it look like when you swing that punch and a chunk of ghost goes floating away?
So lightning crackles off my glove as I pull it back and just swing it around in a blatant roundhouse that just knocks it right upside the head, and the whole head kind of moves to the side, and essence just wisps off of the body.
As you notice, this thing has, it's still got the long arms and legs, but the mass that used to be this creature is just shrinking in on itself, trying to make up for the wispy clouds that are evaporating off of it. as it's giving some not cool twitchy ghost vibes, as it's totally looking around in a bit of a panic. It's never been punched in the undead face. This is a first.
And I would like to use my bonus bonus action to refresh one block, because I only have two and I used them both that turn.
Okay. So just in case, you made sure to go ahead and make sure you got
Yeah.
extra defensive measures. Okay, Baxter, you've got the cat all the way across the library, scratching at the door to get out the doors. You've got your camera with the photo that you know is precious because you got a perfect shot of him.
Yep.
And your friends are behind a bookshelf fighting a ghost.
Yeah. I'm gonna move right on up there. And I will shoot using the tactical analysis.
Ah.
Mm.
So, as a bonus action, once per round, if you do so, you can make an attack using your intelligence modifier in place of your strength or dexterity. Determine if the attack hits. If you hit the creature, your attack can ignore one of the creature's damage resistances.
Because you know ghosts are ghosts and they're resistant to a lot.
Yep. So I'm basically gonna make my base roll and add 2 because I'm a +3. Well, actually, that's plus. Is that right? No, that don't think that's. Oh no, I guess that +2 is
Dex modifier.
Yeah. So actually be +4.
So what is your dex modifier?
Dex modifier is +1. So
Okay, so plus.
so total's 3. So, but my intelligence. Oh wait, no, I'm looking at the intelligence save. Sorry. My intelligence is +3, so it'll be a +2 to the roll.
+2 to the roll. Because you're aiming
Yeah.
with brilliance. You're totally doing the Sherlock Holmes trick.
Yep. Oh shit.
Oh.
So that's 25.
It's a natural 20, dirty 25. I'm assuming you don't want to use your little +4 to your roll, or are you going to save that for damage?
I'll
Use
actually save that for
damage.
I'll save that for the damage roll.
So just to make sure I made your character sheet right, feel free to roll pistol and see if it rolls 2d10. And this is ignoring his resistance.
Yes.
So click Jeebus. Okay. So I can tell you, since you are ignoring his resistance, you do not need to use your plus of any damage. That is enough to take out the ghost.
Oh. I got this, guys.
Go ahead and describe how you put the ghost down while it's fighting Emmett and Dalton, and you just come over with the best shot in the Academy of Pistoleros.
So as I come sliding around the corner, it takes a quick glance at me like, yeah, whatever. And then kablooey as it turns back around to look like, what the hell? You making no boom.
It goes,
and it just catches it across the head and just drags the essence behind the bullet, spreading it everywhere.
As there's this slight hint of ectoplasm drips on the floor to where the body finally comes to a rest. As it kind of just gnashes, clawing at its hole in the face. As you're just hearing it go shh. As it seems to just dissolve into ectoplasm that slowly starts evaporating to a steam. And you're pretty sure the shusher has been shushed. Would someone like
Pretty
to
sure.
give me an Arcana or work together for an Arcana with advantage?
I got Arcana 5. If somebody wants to help.
I've got a 3. I can help.
Okay.
It'll totally give you advantage.
So, alrighty, here we go. How about
Okay,
an 18?
solid 18. You know with your experience with spooks and specters that the Shusher could possibly come back if there's an anchor connecting it to this world. But it would take
Yep.
like some
Oh.
extraordinary trigger because he should be for the most part dispatched. But
Okay.
if something was to trigger, like say he has a belonging that he is bound to, he could in theory come back.
Right. It's like
Is
the
he
piece of the hang.
anxious?
So, somebody want to, actually, I'll head out the door and look for an urchin on the street and be like, hey, please run down to the the library bar, and please bring back the librarian and her crew. We have news for them.
Now, one
No.
quick question, since it is our first time playing Strangelight. Do you go running outside into the daylight with your goggles on?
No. Now that
Okay,
it's gone,
you pull
no.
the
I
goggles
take all
up.
that off. Yeah.
Okay, and the cat, as
Yes.
soon as you open the door, the cat is gone. He takes the first 2 inches of open doorway to squeeze his head through and he's gone. And then eventually, like a street urchin sees you in your full attire and he says, "What can I do for you, sir?"
So I tell them what I need, and I'll toss a couple coppers their way.
Are you're looking for me to bring the librarian back to the library?
Yes, her and her crew, please.
Yes, sir. And he tips his little cap and goes running off, pushing people out of his way in the crowd. You know just from the basic layout of this town, it's gonna be, if they come walking back, it's probably gonna be like 10, 15 minutes ish.
Okay. And then I'll get a sample of the ectoplasm.
You grab a sample as
Can
it's
we,
quickly evaporating to just like this snail-like residue. That little slime trail that they leave that's just,
Yeah.
barely perceptible.
And you found something, I presume?
Yeah, I got this scrap of cloth from the book. It was a little glowy. You can have it for your scrapbook.
Well,
I think we need
let
to
me
destroy it, though.
let me take a look
If
at
the
it.
entities. Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna
yeah.
check it.
Look,
Yeah, I'm gonna check it for any markings or engraving or any stitch work or anything, and like what kind of material.
is it
Okay.
still glowy
With your
with
goggles
the
on?
goggles?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it
Don't forget to
seems
look
be
through your goggles.
attuned to the spectral energy of the ghost. And I will give
Yeah.
you, with your friends and the goggles there, an advantage on an investigation check.
Okay. And let me look. Does my kit give me anything? Don't think so. I think it's just a mundane forensic kit. Yeah, totals, graphite. Yeah, it doesn't give me any super fancy nothing. Alright. Investigate. 14.
14. So you're like, this is a very nice handkerchief that seems to have been snagged and ripped. And there's a few holes where it looks like there was a monogram on this handkerchief, but the thread was pulled with the main part of the handkerchief, which is telling you flat
Okay.
out someone spent good money on this handkerchief, because monograms, of course, are not cheap, and good handkerchiefs are not cheap.
Right. So it wasn't a commoner. Okay.
It wasn't a commoner's, handkerchief for blowing snot. It was definitely, someone nice's, actual handkerchief.
Okay.
And you're
So
100% certain that if you were to find the rest of this handkerchief, you could identify the rest of it quite easily with that 14.
okay. Um,
But if you had rolled only one more,
Look
there would
around
be
the
more
library
information.
with our goggles then.
what was that?
Did that
Would-
come from me? Can you hear me?
We can hear you
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, you
Oh,
kind
I
of
don't know
got
what that
far
was.
away again sounding.
Should we look around the library a little bit more with our goggles
Yeah, we can.
while
I was
we
gonna
wait?
say I'll kind of look. I'm gonna go look around the librarian's desk to see if I can possibly see it sitting up in there. See if they have like a lost and found bin or anything like that.
Okay,
Okay.
I want to check out. Isn't there a second floor too?
There is a second floor up there. It's basically, from what you know of the library, basically used as storage as well as a living area for the librarian staff. But you can totally
Okay.
go up there if you want, since you have the lay of the land here.
Yeah, I think if Baxter is going to check the librarian's desk, I'll go upstairs to look around a bit with my goggles and projector.
Okay, so Emmett totally turns on the projector and is following it. Baxter's totally looking around. Both of you guys give me an investigation check.
Ready?
Okay. So as you're going upstairs, Emmett, you notice that there's a few what you in the trade would call orbs. Basically very weak supernatural entities. Basically, like one day they may be strong enough to become a ghost, but right now they're just a little residual energy. You do notice that there are two of them upstairs in the storage area. They just kind of hover over some items that give me an Arcana check.
Oh,
They just seem to be hovering around stuff, and you know from your experience that these are orbs. They're just very weak supernatural ghosts. I mean, you totally know Baxter would love a picture of one, but other than that, you're just like, okay, many people have died in this area. There's been many wars. Totally explains why there's some very weak specters here. Which that totally should have
okay.
been what the Shusher was, but somehow the Shusher got power.
So that's all I can see so far with my goggles.
With the lamp and goggles, yeah. You don't notice anything of any big importance, just a couple of orbs floating around upstairs. To most
Okay.
people, they wouldn't even notice it except for maybe a cold space in the room. And Baxter, as
Yo.
you
I'm
were
gonna. Oh,
sorry,
go
what
ahead.
was that?
Nothing. Go ahead.
As you rolled a 17 on your investigation.
Yep.
Oh, that's not Baxter. That's Oh no, that is. I'm Dalton.
Yeah, you're Dalton.
I was the wrong
see,
person.
see.
Yeah, I get it. You're right. I'm sorry.
I did it too. So
You need
So
to. You're out
as
here.
you're investigating the place, you totally notice that on very subtly scribed in the area where you found that book and your friends found the book hidden up here, that there seems to be a magic sigil carved into the bookshelf. And you just missed it before when you grabbed the book, but you noticed just where the book was, it's carved on the inside of the bookshelf.
yeah. And I suppose I need to call over uh what's his name?
I mean, you can
'Cause I'm
always try
assuming
an Arcana check.
Okay, I'll do that
Clearly,
first.
you notice with that investigation, someone carved this with intention and very concise knife work. Someone with a very skilled hand in carpentry did this.
No idea. So,
Unfortunately, that day in investigation school, you did not go to school that day, and you decided to investigate something else.
but I will call down, or call up to Emmett, like, hey, you want to come
Now,
down and check this out?
you feel completely comfortable shouting across the library since the specter is gone. Do you come on down,
I
Emmett?
guess.
Yes, but I'm gonna jokingly yell, shh. But yeah, no, I'll come down and look.
All right.
I am.
I will show, but I guess this probably doesn't really work. But I knew you had a decoder, but it looks like it decrypts text written with a cipher, or writing text with a cipher. But I guess a single item would not necessarily be a cipher.
I guess that would be up to Jim if we consider that.
Yeah, the cipher that you have is for sending encrypted messages to other members of Strangelight.
Yeah.
And
So you would need
Basically,
other
If
parts.
you look in the book, the secret script is actually the cipher.
Yeah. All right. But
well, if
you
there's
can
any
do an
history.
well, you can do an Arcana as well. So, if I recall, you had a decent Arcana, right?
Yeah, I've got 3 for Arcana and 5 for history.
Okay.
So what do you tell Emmett?
3 Arcana.
I
Ooh.
pointed out, like, hey, look at this. Unless Dalton can Arcana it.
Oh, I just rolled.
Oh, and the
Yeah.
question I have is, are you assisting Emmett?
Well, yeah, because I'm pointing it out, going, hey, look, do this.
Which
Funky
totally
angle
means
here.
that Emmett's getting that natural 20 that got rolled. As you immediately know that Emmett kind of like looks at the rune carved in there, and not only is it wood shavings carved out of it with someone's very precise knife work, but you notice that there's a little brown inset inside the artwork that you know is human blood.
Ooh.
As you are fairly certain that this little rune here was meant to summon a spirit to this exact place.
Huh.
That someone used
I wonder if
something
the librarian.
that was once a personal possession, as well as some of their own blood to bond the spirit to this location. It's one of those super creepy deals that it requires a place that you are attuned to, an item you are attuned to, and the blood of the attuned. Someone engineered this haunt.
Huh.
With your natural 20, would you like to destroy said rune?
Hold up. Well, Emmett can once I do a quick pencil etch of it.
Oh! Do me a favor and give me an investigation roll to see how good of a copy you make of the rune. Anything over 12
right.
and you made a perfect reproduction.
Are you kidding me?
Child scribbles.
Wait a minute. I have an inspiration on my character sheet. Because I just clicked there, but that's okay.
You make an okay scribbling of the sigil. You're pretty sure if someone in the know looks at it, they can decipher your children's scribbles. Once they have an actual example of the rune.
Who would have thought a rubbing of a rune would have been so difficult.
It's a magic
Right.
rune. It's resisting.
Right, that's it.
The magic is repulsing your lead. So now
Okay,
that
so yes.
he
I
is
don't
reading,
think I want to destroy it though.
Well, yeah, because otherwise it might somebody. I mean, they used it once,
So
but
that's part of what's tethering it there, but I feel like we still need to find. I mean, unless you want to destroy this first and then come back with the tank.
oh
with
no,
the
we'll destroy it and then we'll question the library crew and figure out who's acting all sus.
Wait, is there something we can do with the blood and try and figure out whose blood it is?
Taste it.
Taste it and then cut everybody else open and lick them?
I mean,
I
that's
don't know if that.
pseudoscience right there. You don't know until you try, right?
Okay.
I'm not the smartest member of the team.
That contains a magnifying glass
Neither am I. I'm not a
number.
select.
Magnifying glass, numbered evidence tags. Yes, I'll put. And I forgot to put evidence tags all over the place to show how busy we were. Calipers, sterile glass vials to store evidence, which got that. Pen maker, or pen, and ink, measuring tape, dry plaster, graphite powder, and wax for
Immediately,
taking
he's putting little markers
ingredients.
on every splatter of ectoplasm that is now completely evaporated, except the one he saved.
Right? Can I investigate the blood, determine if it's human or goblin or other? At least the species, possibly, since goblin may be
If you were
different.
whipping
I'm
out your
guessing
better.
kit, I will totally let you do that with advantage.
on investigation.
Yep.
Nice.
All right. Boom.
Wow, the universe is teasing you with a natural 1, and now a natural 20. You clearly know that this blood is human. There's no doubt beyond, a shadow of a goblin. This is purely human
You
blood.
didn't even have to lick it to know. That's wild.
And from your scientific interpretations, you know this blood has been here at least a year.
Is that how long the thing's
Yep.
been coming?
How long he's been hunting? Yeah.
And things have slowly been escalating worse and worse. And then something in the last 3 months really triggered him.
So she's.
Okay, so we really need to. How much longer till those people get back? We're gonna need to question.
We will clearly say, after you guys finish the forensic stuff and you have your little jar of ectoplasm that's been corked so it doesn't finish evaporating, the doors swing open as the head librarian, she's coming back with her staff, and there's a group of slightly intoxicated goblins. As she looks like she got a little good fade herself there. As she looks and smiles at you guys, as she sniffs immediately the air, and she says, "Did someone shoot a gun off in the library?" And Giovanna's like not happy with that fact. There's that very familiar gunpowder scent clinging in the air.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're in the process of taking care of the problem at hand. A little bit of gunpowder smell, but everything's good.
So, Emmett, go ahead and give me a persuasion check. As you're basically trying to pacify any of her concerns, it's totally cool. Gunpowder between, friends. As she looks at you and she says, "Emmett, I should be concerned. Do you know what makes gunpowder work? Fire. Someone was shooting off fire and gunpowder in the library. This building could, and she starts getting instantly upset into a little tissy as she starts looking for the source of the gunpowder. And then she kind of like follows her nose right to your pistol in its holster. And she just looks at you, Emmett, very disappointed. And she says, "You didn't. Tell me, Emmett, you did not discharge your pistol in a library."
So, are you coming up on
Well.
retirement soon or something? As I toss the vial of ectoplasm, kind of rolling it in my hand.
She looks at you kind of confused and says, I am the head librarian. I will have this job until I go to the afterlife."
Well, why would you
think
want
that
it
I'm
shut
retiring?
down?
And go ahead and give me an insight check.
Okay. Wow.
Dirty 21.
Nice.
Where were those rolls on Friday?
I know. as you were throwing, well, that's exactly the rolls you got on Friday was the 20s.
Yeah, true.
You're just playing a roll under system. That's all. So as
Sure.
you throw out your line of questioning at her in classic cop style to get them to slip up, you read from her that unless she is the world's best con artist, she seems utterly confused by your statement about her wanting to retire.
Okay.
Wait, who suggested that she retire?
No. I was trying to pull out some questions on her, why she would want the place potentially shut down or evacuated, so she doesn't flinch at the ectoplasm in my hand in the vial.
She seems to see you playing with a vial of something, and it's nothing that she's aware of.
Okay. Well, I'm like, well, this is what's left of our shusher.
And immediately her face kind of lightens up, like all the fatigue on her face disappears. She's like, you got rid of the shusher?
Indeed, we did.
And she turns around and looks at the goblins like, they did it! The Strangelight Workshop got rid of the shusher! And she shouts shusher.
Wait. I'm like trying to shush, like, wait. We still have some cleaning up to do before we can celebrate.
And you hear the shusher echo in the library. She turns around at you and goes, "What do you mean? What did you shoot a book?" And she looks right over at you, Emmett.
I'm gonna point
hold
towards
up two fingers.
Sigil.
So.
And then all of a sudden she realizes that Emmett has that bloody nose, and she's just like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you all look like you've been injured a bit.
Yes, would somebody have a hanky for the poor fella?
Oh.
And she immediately pulls out of her blouse this big blue fluffy hanky that seems to have the library's crest once upon a time on it, but the threads have faded, and she immediately goes up to Emmett and puts it to your nose to stop the bleeding that's already pretty much stopped.
No parts are
I'm
missing
gonna kind
in
of
what
grab
color?
it out of our hands so that I can take a closer look at it.
What color is the corner?
Definitely blue, so it's not the same handkerchief.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Jim?
Yeah?
Did all three of the assistants come back?
All four did come back.
All four. Okay.
They're
so
kind
they
of
didn't
like
pass
looking
out.
for busy work, where they're just like poking at some books and putting them in stacks and moving stacks around and look busy.
Okay.
I'm like,
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just wondering how much they drank, so no worries.
Go ahead and give me an
Yeah,
insight
they get
check.
maybe more talkative. Oh my bad. Mm.
They either had a couple drinks or they need to take a nap. You're not quite sure.
Yeah, they're on the spectrum.
uh, I needed another hanky for a delicate piece here. I need to place on. Somebody else have a hanky available? I don't want to get the blood
Keep
all
asking
over it.
for egg.
Go ahead, and it sounds like you're wanting to throw a persuasion check out there.
Yeah, trying to kind of leaning that question towards the goblins.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
All right, not my strongest, but hey, a 14.
Hey, as you say that, and one of the goblins, the one that was giving you guys weird looks earlier, goes to get himself busy work, and another one of the goblin goes, "Hey, Quack! He's needing a handkerchief. Help our friends out. They got rid of the Shusher!" And he yells Shusher too, and you hear Shusher echo, echo, echo. As you can tell, these guys have been restraining themselves from making any noise, and they're just like enjoying the fact that they can shout right now. And someone give me an insight check as he basically points and says, "Hey, yo, Quack, give him the hanky."
I only have a 1 in insight.
It's all right. I mean, I'm engaged in talking to him. I mean, I can make the roll, but if somebody else wants to do it,
Nope.
okay, then fine, I'll do it. 10.
You know that guy's being super sus about something, but you can't quite hammer it down. Now, quick question. Emmett, you've turned off the lamp, the Strangelight lamp, right?
No, I don't believe that I ever did. Because I brought it up the stairs with me, and then I came back downstairs and we were looking at the sigil.
Okay. Is there anything you're doing with the lamp?
Well, I guess I'm just holding it, so whatever direction I'm looking at is, being shined on. So if I'm looking over at the sigil and then I turn around and talk to them,
Okay, go ahead
so
and
I'm
give me a
shining it kind of back and
perception
forth.
check.
Perception.
And you haven't destroyed the sigil, right?
No, I wanted to point it out to the librarian.
Okay.
Oh,
So as you're
but
waving the lamp around to show it to her, she totally goes and goes, "Oh my!"
oh my god.
Yeah, she's just like, "What is it? What does it mean? What is this sigil? Was someone practicing the dark arts? Do you think it's the undead practitioners from the south?
Well, we thought maybe you might have an idea of what it means.
And Emmett's totally distracted with that natural one because you and her are getting very close. And Giovanna's giving off some sable fox energy, and you're giving off some Silver Age energy. As you two are getting kind of embarrassed watching these two old timers flirt with each other.
Right?
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. So I'm like, hey, buddy, to the one that the guy pointed at. I'm like, hey, come check this out for me. Right over here at the table. And I will also nod over for Dalton. Do you have intimidation?
No.
Hi, my goodness.
Charisma is apparently my dumpster. I've got a -1 intimidation. But I'll try.
Yep.
I mean, I've got my suit on, so maybe. I mean, I'll try. I've got
mean,
my
you
suit
are-
on. I'll power up my gauntlets.
Big electric fists.
Yeah.
Talk to me,
I
little
figured-
man.
I figured you might have at least intimidation.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So does he come over?
He will totally come on over.
Okay.
As he's just kind of
Um,
like nervous. He's like, what can I help you with? Thank you for
Yeah.
getting rid of the shusher. All of my friends are very safe now. Thank you.
Yes, indeed. So why would somebody want to have this place haunted?
I do not know. I mean, ever since the hunting started, it's been very easy for us gobbers that work here in the library.
Well, yes, because nobody was coming around.
Exactly. We didn't have to incessantly, constantly put books back where they belong. We only needed to put books back once. And once the shusher was attacking people, well, less people showed up and our lives became easier.
I see.
Sounds more boring.
Yeah, nobody likes rough work, huh? To work too hard.
Well, I mean, I've heard about you, Strangelight Workshop folks, that you're a bunch of strange folks that try to get money out of people for ghosts and goblins and things. And goblins. And do me a favor, give me an intimidation roll real quick.
Can I assist him with my
You
imposing
can
suit and
totally
lightning
assist
gloves?
him for giving him advantage.
He's looming.
Yes.
To loom.
Wow.
As
mean-
he just kind of looks a little intimidated, but not very much. And he's like, "Is there anything else I can do? I have lots of work to get back
I've
to."
really seen some
Someone,
stuff.
and he points up to the ceiling, and you can clearly see where a bullet traveled through a ghost that does not physically exist and hit the beam.
Yeah. So your buddy mentioned a hanky. Can I see that? Does it match this? As I pull up the piece.
Give me an insight check. Your final attempt to get a confession out.
Good lord.
As he is just,
Where's
I'm thinking he is an adamant liar. As he's like, "That's not a hanky. It's just a piece of fabric in your fingers. What, did you rip your shirt when you were fighting the shusher?"
Indeed. But humor me and let me see your hanky.
I have no clean hanky. I am sorry.
I don't care if it's clean.
Allow me to go upstairs. I can bring you a towel if you are needing one.
No, your friend said you had a hanky here. I just need to see it.
No hanky here. And he reached into his front pockets and he flips them out. As the
All of
ghost
his
puncher
pockets he
is
flipped
typing.
out?
No, just his front two pockets.
I am gonna be, chatting it up with, what is it,
Giovanna?
Giovanna.
Giovanna. Okay, over here and kind of trying to talk with her and see if she can tell me about her coworkers, more about her coworkers.
Ooh. Do me a favor.
Perhaps over an ale.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check with advantage. You just had this beautiful, heartfelt moment. She just starts talking about how it's been. Ooh. Emmett, you sly dog, you.
Yeah.
As she
Slide
starts talking about how things have been very difficult because it's just been her and the gobbers. ever since the old head librarian disappeared under mysterious circumstances.
Oh,
Serious circumstances.
There were
How
Is
long
there
ago was?
anybody who seems interested in taking your job?
Well, he was a very, very stern fellow. He used to constantly yell at people for making noise in the library, making sure that the library was made for everyone. And unfortunately, about 3 years ago, there were signs of a struggle. Actually, and she totally points to where your friend has put out his investigation markers. Actually,
Uh,
he was never actually found, but there were signs of a struggle over there where they found some of his blood on the ground. And after that night he never came back. So we can only assume that he may have got into an altercation with someone at the library that was possibly making too much noise or trying to steal a book. We're not quite sure because no witnesses ever came forward.
and none of the goblins were working here at that time?
And she totally thinks about it for a minute and she goes like, well, we usually go through gobbers pretty quick, but no. In fact, none of the four of my assistants were working here at that time.
Hmm.
Most of our assistants pretty much come and go, and once they get enough coin in their pockets, usually go fairly quickly.
Hmm. Okay. Okay.
Now that you mention it, there was a book missing on the same night. And she invites you over to the librarian table to go through the card catalog, and she whips out some, a card that's been dog-eared and marked with some weird markings that you can only think are some special librarian code. And she basically hands you the card saying that this was the book that went missing the same night as my mentor.
Which one? Sorry.
yeah. It's like, what is said book?
And it looks like a fairly obscure title, but go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Ooh,
You got this.
yeah. Nah.
As
Dice are getting
you're
difficult.
sure it is a like buku important book, but you can't quite place what the nature of the book is. You need to consult somebody.
Hmm. Okay. Can I just call these guys over? Okay.
Sure.
Well, I'm gonna call for Dalton and um, Braxton. What was it? One of the names is Baxter. Okay, I'm gonna call you guys over to take a look at this book.
Okay. So as I get up, I'm like, well, I guess once we destroy this little piece of material, whoever has the rest of this handkerchief gonna be the focus of the hunt going forward. So don't know, whoever that might be, I feel sorry for them for the wrath of that fiend as I turn and walk away from the goblin.
Go ahead and give me a deception check.
That one's not any better. Maybe it'll roll.
Well, I mean, your good stuff's been rolling poorly, so never mind.
Jesus.
As you sound like you're giving out a melodrama, and the goblin just looks at you and just shakes his head like, you do know we work at a library, right? We know good fiction.
Right over his head. All right.
Are you calling him short?
The
And
important roles I need.
and she tells you Kroll is her mentor that basically groomed her to be the librarian.
Okay. So I'm like, yeah, what's up? What you got?
As he's coming up to you, Emmett.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. I'm like,
Sorry.
yeah, what's up?
Was gonna
What you got?
show him the book.
Emmett's got the library card catalog for the book. Do you want to give me an Arcana?
The ancient Google.
The original Dewey Decimal System.
All right. Hey, I can get that.
Hey, as you look at the book and you immediately realize why Emmett didn't really recognize the book, because you know with your beautiful 24 that this is a book of spiritualism and some would even say necromancy of a higher level. And it's codified in the book so that way casual observers won't realize what they're actually reading.
Yeah.
So that way it doesn't incite the church's satanic panic. And you're fairly certain if the librarian disappeared under nefarious situations and the book disappeared under nefarious situations, you're fairly certain with that Arcana check that the rune in the wood there that you're sharing with the librarian totally would have been something that could have come out of the book.
Okay. And that was the only copy of this book you had on hand?
Yes, that was the only copy we had on hand. It was so devastating that it was donated to our library and someone stole the only copy.
Huh.
It was supposed to be a research only book, not to be checked out. So I can only assume whoever, caused whatever harm befell our previous librarian, possibly they stole that book. Do you and she totally has this spark of it. It's like, do you think that's the situation?
Well, one of probably two situations. So, who do you know that would have had a hanky like this, of this color with a monogram?
Ooh, I'm gonna let her roll with advantage since you're giving her the opportunity. As she rolls a solid 16 and she goes, oh, Kroll used to always have monogrammed handkerchiefs. Here, let me see. And she takes the handkerchief down and spreads it out, and she kind of points at the stitch marks. And his monogram was the letters A and K. And if you would like to give me an investigation with advantage, as she lays it down and points to the stitches that were apparently pulled out at one point. With
advantage, that's a 15.
You are fairly certain that this could be that gentleman's handkerchief. And you're kind of putting it together that he may in fact have been that spirit.
Yep.
Hey, Jim?
Yeah?
I'm sorry for interrupting, but at the card catalog, do I recognize the title of the book?
Ooh.
You think you're all smart now?
No, I think I found the book that the corner of the handkerchief was tucked inside.
No, it's not the book that the handkerchief was in.
Okay, well then I wouldn't know the title.
Do you point out that book though?
Good guess.
Yeah.
You point out that book on top of the shelf, and the librarian greedily says, "Bring me that book."
Bring me that book.
And and she
Okay.
immediately opens the book up. Oh, damn. And apparently, with a dirty 20, she looks at you all and says, "This book is not one of our collection." And she points to the very front cover where it usually will say donated by blah, blah, blah. And this book has no such mark on it whatsoever.
Huh. Well, I am sad to tell you that it does appear that the librarian was indeed killed, and probably the Shusher.
And she grasps her mouth and gives out this silent gasp of, "No, tell me it's not so. He was
The
a hard
librarian
man."
was killed by the Shusher?
No, the librarian was killed by whoever wanted the necromantic book, and then killed and summoned his presence, trapping him here with that corner of the handkerchief. You haven't seen like another part of this around the library, have you?
You mean the handkerchief?
Or handkerchief, yeah.
Oh my god. As you say that, and immediately she's like, she has this spark of insight of all of a sudden in her mind's eye, she sees this whole replay of the last couple months. And she realizes the same goblin has been using the same filthy handkerchief for every chore in there. And she goes, "Car, come over here." And the goblin that you've been suspicious of but couldn't prove anything comes up. And he looks like a little kid being interrogated by his mom. And she says, "Give me that handkerchief you've been using." And he totally reached into his back pocket all the way down to his kneecap practically. And he pulls out this dirty, filthy handkerchief that you see in one corner where it's ripped. It has red monogram thread in it for an A and a K. And he hands it out to her, and just before he gives it to her, he blows his nose one last time into it, and then clearly hands it to her. And she takes it and opens it up, and you can just see this ugly, grease-stained, dust-stained handkerchief. And she turns
Dirty little
around,
goblin.
holding it open in all of its filth, and says, "Is this what you're looking for?"
And I hold up the piece to the missing corner.
And the second you do, the glint of Emmett's lamp kind of like glistens at the perfect angle, and you see the corner starts to glow, and then the rest of the handkerchief starts to glow.
We need to
Eh.
destroy this right away, along with the sigil. And somebody grab that goblin.
And as you grab the goblin, he's just like, "What? I just found something. We find things in books all the time."
Yes, so I give a
Someone
quick.
was using your handkerchief to tether that evil spirit here. So
Well, I wouldn't
where
call
did
it
it come
evil, just misguided.
So
Trapped here due
Well-
to somebody else's magic.
Angry about something.
Emmett, give
What?
me an investigation or a persuasion.
Not being murdered.
Ah,
Okay. Well, it's not that it's a bad roll. The goblin's just unable to volunteer information. He's not the sharpest stick in the box.
And
So yes, between this and the sigil, this was brought back and was trapping the librarian's spirit to this location, and apparently didn't like his fine hanky, not nonetheless being used as a cleaning device, thus ruffling his feathers even more.
Okay. Now, do you guys destroy the sigil?
I'm assuming
Ooh.
that this is a fireplace.
That is totally a fireplace.
All right. So with my Arcana or some other knowledge or an intelligence investigation check or something, would that definitely, if like fire, would that destroy this device or this
Oh,
item
yeah, you're pretty sure if everything gets killed by fire.
and will break the link? All right.
I mean,
Well,
you
let's
could always try a religion roll to do religion, get rid of the link too.
I
Want to
have
go
3 in
total
religion.
Winchester boys, scripture on them.
true. I got a 3 religion.
try.
Anybody?
I've got a 3 religion. Can we help each other out? We
Yeah.
pray together or
Yeah, you can
something?
totally give him advantage.
Dalton, you don't have anything?
I got nothing in religion.
You just definitely just a puncher, huh?
I'm just a puncher. I got some stealth.
Just a
Oh,
puncher
okay.
and a hider.
Yep.
All right. Let's religion it. See what we can do. Some mojo on it.
Go ahead and roll with
Yeah,
advantage.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, me?
Yeah, my rolls have sucked.
Oh, God. There we go.
Emmett breaks out this little book where he wrote scripture down one time, or bad slam poetry. You're not quite sure which. As you say the words and you shake the hanky, and you're pretty much sure that this will banish the spirit forever.
All right.
Bad slam poetry. I can't
This should all be good, but it's so filthy. Yeah, chuck it in the fire.
Whoosh, this thing goes up, it's got linseed oil soaked into it. It's been used to dust things, and the hanky just goes whoosh.
Just to be sure.
Does
As
it go
you
whoosh
guys-
or does it go whoosh?
Well, what do we do?
With shush.
Yeah.
Whooshy. As all of a sudden we get the screen swiped, you guys getting back to the Strangelight warehouse, Strangelight Workshop location. You notice that the cat had beaten you back and was back on the spot on the chair.
Oh, well, how nice. It's a
cat.
homing cat. Jinx.
And as we wrap up for the night, because it is that time, what are each of you guys doing besides the pile of paperwork you're going to have to do eventually?
Developing my film.
Oh, okay. That's a good one.
So I can learn more.
And I will totally give you, once you've seen pictures of the missing librarian, the clothing that the Shusher was wearing totally click with what he was seen wearing the last time he was seen alive.
Now the question.
So Kroll, that was
get
the master librarian before?
Uh-huh,
Yep.
that was her boss.
Okay, yeah.
Now
I mean,
the question
after all,
is.
she didn't think she'd get the job until somebody died. Yuck.
Shit.
Yeah, that's the second part of the investigation. Who done it?
Yeah.
Wasn't for you meddling kids. Oh, no.
On the plus side, the dice rolls have left some mystery for the future.
Oh yeah.
Right?
And what's Emmett doing as the camera swings by to see what's going on in the workshop?
Well, we mostly
Making
take care of
something
that. so
cool.
I'm just gonna be tinkering and fixing things, I guess.
Make something
Going
cool.
back to the normal. What cool things should I make?
I don't know.
Well, I will make something cool. Leave it at that.
Okay, and what is Dalton doing?
Dalton is climbed up on the roof looking out over the city and reflecting on today's events.
Ooh.
Ooh. I like that. That's a dramatic
And
end.
how you saved your party member.
Yeah, well, I mean,
There you go.
that was exciting. That was exciting and scary. It made me feel truly alive, kind
Especially
of
when
like
you
standing
realize,
on the edge of the roof.
It was
especially when you
absolutely
realize you
thrilling.
almost didn't
It
turn
was like
your
standing at
armor.
the edge of the room.
Yeah.
I'm gonna protect you. Oh shit! Power! Power!
Yeah.
Hold it!
Yeah.
Don't
Wait.
attack! Hold,
My power needs
Hang
more
on.
power.
hold that
Yeah.
dot.
I
Have you
do
guys
love
seen
the.
Rick and Morty?
No.
Oh. Well, it's the very first episode. They have these special shoes where they can walk up and down the cliffs, but
Oh.
Morty doesn't turn his on, so he goes and steps off the cliff
Oh
and
no!
just falls down. It's like, no, you gotta turn him on. You gotta turn him on.
Sweet.
I do
As you
love the way
guys-
we all ended up with 7 hit points.
Oh, did we?
Yes.
Lucky number 7.
Lucky number 7.
Yeah.
Trip 7. Jackpot.
I mean, there you go. Now you know what the team the group's new nickname will be, the Lucky Sevens.
Yep.
Right?
Okay.
And then people are like, but there's only 3 of you.
Oh.
Exactly.
You all
Exactly.
get
Like, wait,
tattoos or
what?
jewelry of 777.
Yep.
You had to be there to get it, kid.
Right?
As
Uh,
that is a
Nice.
good place to wrap it up for the first RPG of Halloween and our first play test of Strangelight Workshop.
ah.
Yay, thank you. It was fun.
Okay.
You're welcome. Thank you
Very
guys
cool.
for showing up and gaming. Thank God you all
Alright.
picked what you picked and worked together because, oof, things could have been ugly if it would have laid some punches.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So, let's see. What's the next one?
The next RPG of Let's Find Out.
That's what? Freddy, right?
Friday, which is, I believe, Dresden Files, but let me check. Or Dresden Files Accelerated.
Accelerated.
Yeah, basically it's Dresden Files with the Fate system, but it's the quicker, easier version to play.
Yeah.
Yep, that will be Friday for the second RPG of Halloween.
And that's...
That one's at Tucson, right?
Yeah, that one's at Tucson Games and Gadgets.
Okay.
7 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Okay. And for those of us in Tucson, just in case you hadn't seen, the county at multiple locations, if you look them up online, you can get sandbags if you think you might be in such a situation, because there is a
with the
hurricane type storm coming up the coast of Mexico there.
Yes, it's
And
hitting
through-
the West
Oh.
Coast right now.
Yeah, it's coming across, so hopefully it does similar to what the last one did, which was up across top of Phoenix and stuff. Globe got hit and flooded bad and some of that,
Oh yeah.
but we could, again, like the other, we could see flooding starting Saturday
Yep,
through
we're going to be getting
Tuesday.
rain this weekend.
So if you
Oh.
think you're in a flooding area, you can get sandbags free from the county.
Yep. And
Okay.
if you live in southern
Wow.
Arizona, you are in a floodplain.
Yeah, well, there's some places better than others, but
True.
or less flood than others, but yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well, not cool, but that's good information to have.
Yeah. So if you look online like
Okay.
Pima County sandbags, you probably should be able to find information where they're doing it at. I don't have the link or anything immediately in front of me.
Yep. And if you are interested, Saturday night we're doing the third RPG of Halloween, 6 to 10 on Roll 20.
Wait, which the third one is when?
The third one is Saturday afternoon, 6 to 10
On roll 20.
on roll
Back
20.
on
Yep.
here.
And
Yes.
what's the game?
That's a good question. I was gonna look that up real quick. The third one
I'll
is
check in.
again Strangelight Workshop, but it is the Branston Gunwerks one shot.
Ooh.
Mm.
I will totally drop that it's a Steamjack Workshop and Gremlins.
Ah.
I think I signed up for that one already, didn't I?
Let me check.
I feel like that's one of the ones that I messaged you.
Yes, I believe you did.
Okay. Okay.
Saturday, 6 to 10 on roll
Oh.
20.
Awesome.
And actually,
I will be there then.
Q.
Good night, everybody.
And
Alright.
actually,
Right.
I'm gonna pop up in roll 20. I'll put it up in. I got the information on the sandbags. I guess I'll just put it in the top
okay.
general.
Yeah, just in case. Okay, and besides, free
So.
sandbags. You just have to go fill them yourself.
Yeah, and you typically, yeah, they're not filled, but yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
All right. Thanks, guys. Good night.
All right.
Good night,
Have
all.
a good night, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey.